Morning, everyone. Welcome back. It's currently Saturday, November 29, 2025 at 3:40 p.m. local time, and we're going to play an Entropy 02 mod called Zero Signal. Check a microphone. Do the mic settings sound okay on the stream? Double checking. Sorry, I kind of rushed through the stream pre-checks today, running a little bit behind. First of all, I hope everyone is having a good Thanksgiving weekend. And welcome back. Hi, Boom Donuts, and hi, Meneth. Meneth, I'm sure you're really tired. It's probably pretty late in your time zone. So I understand if you can't stick around, but thanks for stopping by. Zero Signal, I saw come out this past October. I was a little bit busy with all of the stuff going on in October, but it is a source mod for Entropy 02. So it's a map pack, like an original map pack that includes custom assets, and it's packaged as a standalone mod. And I'm really excited for that because, correct me if I'm wrong, but off the top of my head, I can't remember any complete source mods that are released for Entropy 02. There's got to be one that's released. Wait, there are a lot in development, like Entropy Zero Uprising Episode 2 and Isolation Zero, but I can't think of any that have been released so far. That's kind of exciting. Glad the microphone sounds fine. I've been really excited to play this, and I want to play through and see this creator's take on Entropy 02 and the universe of Entropy 02 and what this story is. I'm curious if it will be sort of a reboot timeline or if it's going to be its own like spin-off of what happens in the main game. We'll find out. Having a regular weekend because I live in Canada and Thanksgiving was last month. Ah, that's right. I always forget about that. Like I talk to a lot of people in Canada or from Canada who also celebrate Canadian Thanksgiving. My Thanksgiving wasn't the best. I was pretty sick. Doesn't matter. I was just under the weather, and so I wasn't able to make it to family Thanksgiving, which is disappointing. But after that, I had a pretty good time, pretty good weekend. This picture of the main menu background is so evocative. Like, I like that tree and the like background detail. Looks like maybe combine panels or aperture. I don't know what this is going to be like, but I'm excited for it. I was kind of curious when I read the premise how this is going to handle playing as a combine, because it almost seems too like gung-ho about the combine to me, just reading just from the blurb. Like I wonder how they're going to characterize the main character as a villain if we're still playing as a villain. That's something that I'll be keeping an eye out for. Yeah, I better stop yapping and get right into it. Also, the other thing I was going to mention, forgot about this. I think that Zero Signal is only about 20 minutes long. So I will play Underhell after I complete Zero Signal with whatever time is left in the stream. I plan to stream until like maybe 6 or 7, so that will be in about 3 hours, right? So if we beat Zero Signal early, then I will transition over to another mod, in this case Underhell. I really like that Zero Signal has its own intro startup video. Pretty rare to see that. I like the background music too. Looks like that's Clone Cop with his burned texture from the ending of Entropy 02. So I'm curious how that will factor in this story. I already checked my settings, but I'm just going to go through them again because I always do. I want to have the game audio play even is in the background. Oh, that silenced the music. Okay. Check. Good. Well. Good. Yeah, guess we're ready to start. Okay, everyone, start prologue.
System reboot complete. Subject designation 0871. Motor functions degraded but functional. Squad units offline. You remain operational. Objective: exit confinement. Proceed.
All right. I wonder the sort of Overwatch adjacent voice. If we'll see who voiced that. I liked the effects on the voice at least. We're in a rebel facility right now. Where it looks like we're still in Arbite. They didn't really establish a location. 0871 they said is our number. I guess like 3650 is Bad Cop's number. I didn't like the tooltip that says, "Oh, you can climb the fence." Like, I feel like there should be a more obvious way to teach that, but it is kind of hard because it's the very beginning of the game. There's not many opportunities. Arbite crates, so I guess we are at Arbite.
My fingers are going numb.
There's also Black Mesa crates.
Target practice would help. Not if the neck bomb finishes him off first.
You think the Combine are that stupid?
Not by choice, at least.
Well, there must be a reason they kept him alive as a demolition project.
And is there a reason to keep us out?
They're talking about me?
Our balls over?
I don't know.
The upper levels took a hit.
Hi, Vizzies.
They need us in there, not here.
You heard them. It used to be hard to get clearance before. Now it's practically impossible. Whatever it is, we might be better off getting a cold.
Yeah. The entire facility on lockdown? What are they hiding from us that is so important?
Given the situation, we're lucky not to know.
Okay, so that they were talking about someone with a neck bomb. I think that's me. That doesn't bode well. I didn't want to say it prematurely. I'm always paranoid now about AI voices. Voices sound a little monotone. I'm going to go ahead and assume that they're not using AI because I have a lot of complaints about that. And I don't want to jump to that conclusion, but I hate that now that's always in the back of my mind whenever I hear a custom voice. I'm like, is that a person? The state of things right now. Like there's no subtitles either. Get out through this door. So there's White Forest and Black Mesa crates as well as Arbite crates. So this is probably at Arbite 2. Yeah, voice jump scare. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. I don't want to say anything until it's confirmed. If it's not, and then I say that it is, that's really bad. But I was worried. I was like, sounds like it could be. But it could just also be kind of a monotone delivery of the line too. Which isn't the worst thing. I mean, it's an exposition line. Like a very... So far, I like the environment, but this is like a very flat texture behind this grate. I feel like it should be a brighter light if this is meant to be like so bright that it's like a solid color. It'd like light up the whole vent. I do like these little plants and like the dirt in the corners of the vent. Gives it a lot more character. As far as the fence climbing goes, they could have done another puzzle besides climbing the fence. Not that there's anything wrong with having climbable fences. It's just like I feel like it was a very awkward way to teach the player that. Eco-friendly events, yeah. Oh. Kind of reminds me of in Half-Life, but especially in Black Mesa. I think they added some areas like this in Black Mesa. The parts of Black Mesa where there's cooling systems that have broken down and the room fills with snow. I remember there's at least one area like that in Half-Life, but then I think more in Black Mesa. But that's the vibe that I'm getting from this big whatever these things are with the snow around. Although I think this snow is probably from outside. I'm rambling. I like this room. Snowy. Up. Oh, an assassin. Some military guys. Who are they? That was unexpected. I see tripwires, but these don't look like slams, so maybe they're turret activation tripwires. Either way, I'm not gonna test them out. No, I am. You know what? That's what quick saving is for. I am gonna test them out. Oh, I think it came from that corner. Yeah, it's right there. Let's see. It's a nice little obstacle. All back to Half-Life 1 as well. Oh. Stealth. Can't see me, right? Good thing no one ever looks up. Can I use the kick attack? Oh. Nope, I cannot. I was a little reckless. I just wanted to try it out. GIGN Rebels. Yeah, it did look very Counter-Strike. Probably some of the assets could be Counter-Strike. I love using Counter-Strike source assets in Half-Life 2 mods. I feel like the style goes really well together. I'm not going to try to kick the Rebel this time. Instead, I'm going to wait when she has her back turned and then I can sneak around. This guy is wearing an Arbite uniform. So I think these might be maybe staff that were frozen in stasis or something like that, where they're not exactly rebels. We'll find out about that. Wait, fake.
What the hell is that?
Ow.
Shed a tear.
Oh, I think I have to wait for her to get in the elevator. Okay, that wasn't clear. Now I understand. Sure, and then... Oh, I
What
think
the hell
she
is
saw me.
that? Finally.
Ouch. Oh, I think I'm approaching this wrong. Did I miss something obvious? Maybe I, Oh, I think I'm supposed to climb over the... Okay, I'm sorry. That was my bad. This vent crawling and stealth is sort of vaguely reminding me of Progenitors, in a good way. Cool to see this style of gameplay.
Ow!
Oh. It should have used a kick. Out of... Oh. I thought I had to take him down using the kick, but I guess you take him down with E. I think that it should have been like when he's kicked, he goes down. And they could have managed that. I think being kicked fires an output, or otherwise there's probably like you could just give him very low health or something like that. Or you could use the surrender mechanic to do the same thing. Downs are only possible against white outlined enemies. Aperture turrets in there. Yeah, we're definitely at Arbite. Probably Arbite 2. Need a save game? Oh, am I not supposed to use quick saves in this? Try it. Looks a lot like Doom 3. Cool. Why do I feel like I saw this exact computer in Underhell, actually? I wonder if this model is from somewhere else. The laptop from Underhell? Am I not crazy? That is the laptop from Underhell? Best mod. Hi, Broken Bones. Yeah, this is Zero Signal. It's a mod for Entropy 02. A mod of a mod, if you will. This isn't Easy 2. No, this is a mod for Easy 2. It's called Zero Signal, and it's like a fan-made expansion map pack. A sci-fi textures? Is that true? Very... What would you call this aesthetic? Like, looking at this just makes me feel about like 2000s, like early 2000s sci-fi environments and games. I'm thinking like Alien vs. Predator 2 kind of, or like Quake type stuff. I don't know what it is. Oddception. Yeah, it's hard to explain that. A19 cyborg access required. What does that mean? The Doom level. Okay, yeah, it does. It looks kind of like Doom, like the wall textures. Like I can the vibe. I'm getting Doom. See that? Soundscape is really moody. Get in that way. Nice little waiting area. Okay. I just needed to open it. It was pull, not push. One thing I noticed when we started out is that I think this has custom... How was I supposed to know? I'm supposed to know there's a security camera. It has custom... Oh, I'm dead. I don't know what killed me, but it's... Oh, it was the neck bomb that they talked about. I just realized. Reminds me of custom sci-fi Gmod maps from the early 2010s. That's exactly it. You got it. That's the vibe. Kind of like some of Leon's maps, like the Closure. No, that's a bad comparison, because that... I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, it has that charm of like an older time period and Source engine. Camera's over there. I can't let it see me. Go this way instead. Kind of creature over there. Neurostrata. What do you think that means? Something really interesting is going on here. Access hub. Looks like we need a key, passkey to get in. Oh, detect. Oh, come on. Oh, there's no way to actually fix it, I think. I don't like that it's an instant death, because it feels like it's very easy to trigger it, and there's no way to like stop it from being triggered once you get... Like, it's not like there's like a warm-up and a cooldown. Any enemies? Enemies. I like hug the wall. Okay. Access hub keycard acquired. I think that clipboard had Combine information on it, but it's probably just using that texture instead of the other one. It's not meant to mean that it's a Combine clipboard. I like those little sounds. Poker chips. These are the new poker chips as of the update. Yeah. Fallout New Vegas Blood Money DLC. I never actually played that. I'm a fake gamer. I never finished Fallout New Vegas. I got almost my entire run completed, and then for some reason I just never ended it. Heard some. Oh, I see. This is like a cloth barrier you can walk through. That's kind of cool. I like this space. So much atmosphere. Room. And we get a glimpse of the outside. It looks like Arbite. If we'll get to go out there later. Door isn't accessible though. As I understand, this is just a demo. You know, I didn't mention that in the stream title, and I should have done that. This is, it's said to be a prologue. So you're right, this is just the demo. Sorry for not disclaiming that. Kind of important information. What am I missing here? There's no way out either. There's another cloth barrier like that I just didn't. Well, I'm starting to feel a little bit stuck. Maybe this isn't the right way after all. Gotta be, right? Here. Got the key card for. Went in here. Has anyone seen anything that I'm missing? I'm gonna open the floor to backseating if anyone wants me to try anything. Be something obvious that I'm missing, like a button or a panel or a vent cover or something. There's no way this area would be just a dead end. Oh, you're kidding. That's ridiculous. No way. Crouch to minimize noise. I really don't like this puzzle. Like, there was almost nothing to show that this was the solution other than this book that you can't interact with. I could have wandered around for hours and not found that. It's very, like, old school Doom Wolfenstein kind of like, oh, you have to press E on every wall or walk into every wall to see where the hidden secrets are. Typing out a joke suggestion about the bookshelf. Yeah, you were right. It's not a joke. Okay, turn off the security camera, so now I should be able to pass by downstairs. I think there might be a guard now. There she is. Oh, I can walk past the security camera. Control center is offline. I do like all these puzzles, how it all feels so interconnected. Making me think a lot about progenitors. Kind of. Why do I hear a gonome? Bring ah! Never mind. We're good. Can't open this door. It doesn't have key card access. Dr. Lynn's office. Oh, there's lore. Bypass tool required. Oh, I like these puzzles. Quincy keypad unlocked. Dang, pretty mod. Yeah, I agree, Vizzies. This has been really impressive so far. I like that it has its own kind of voice. Like, it doesn't feel like it's trying to do the exact same thing that Entropy 02 did. It has its own style and also unique gameplay because it's kind of closer to like progenitors, and I think that's really cool. This whiteboard is the same one from the Zentarium in EZ2. Yeah, it's Plan C. Emancipation hazard. I guess there will probably be more aperture tech nearby as well. Not unsurprising. I keep making comparisons to other games, but I'm thinking Doom 3, but I'm also thinking a little bit of Deus Ex. Maybe it's with the music. Dr. Citrus keypad. Good. R2. Oh, this is going to be like non-linear. Like a Metroidvania game. I have bad memories from that one time the Plan C Easter egg attacked me. Yeah, how did it do that? Like, it's just supposed to appear and then disappear. Why did it attack you? I was trying to figure that out. I saw the video that you posted.
Proximity alert. Detection likely. Retreat advised.
I like that it warns you. Like I said earlier, I don't like the sudden death. I think that fail states in stealth games can be acceptable if they're done right. But if it's a fail state that has like no warning and no way to avoid it, it's bad. So giving me a little warning saying like, hey, there's a fail state down there. Really nice. It's a good touch. I can't take down that guy because he's orange. But there is a... No way. No shot. Hold on. Is this what I think it is? No, it's a circuit bypass tool. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I thought we were going to get the displacer pistol. Potato gun. I'm so glad that model got used because it's a beautiful model and it was never used in EZ2 because the displacer pistol got cut. But it's a really neat asset, being like an aperture themed tool, like a prototype portal gun. Cool. What happens if I play the radio?
Have you ever wondered how one tames an end colony? It is no easy feat, unlike taming
Dangling the keys.
hounds. We humans aren't so different from them. The Combine knows this. But to tame the end sprawl, one might shout, "Tame the Queen," which is doubtlessly wrong. They fail to understand that the colony never was controlled by the Queen.
What is this from? This sounds familiar.
Function, as each differentiated end exhibits theirs. While we struggle to cooperate in executing the simplest of tasks, you social animals sacrifice, distribute, and protect as if they were all part of the same.
I think this is an excerpt from a book, but I'm blanking on what this is.
We aren't the only ones. All of us can find that intelligence within.
Let me... Okay, wait. So, if I can get to a save point, I want to see, actually, if there's supposed to be subtitles. Are there supposed to be subtitles? Maybe there's some kind of mistake. Here's a closed caption file. Does this have like unique captions or is it just the same as the base game? Might just be the base game's caption file. Like zero signal. There's captions. I think the lack of captions is a serious detractor because um captions help. Like I'm just used to having the subtitles on, so I want to be able to read all the dialogue because I can't always hear it the best. I didn't used to be a subtitles kind of person, but I think with source mods, especially, or like with Half-Life games, I've taken to turning the subtitles on because I just don't want to miss any of the dialogue. I don't watch movies with subtitles unless they're in a different language, of course. I don't think there are any subtitles. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong about the subtitles. We listened to the whole monologue already? Might have. I'm very curious what this was from. Maybe that will be in the credits later. Wait, so what was I supposed to take from here if I need the crowbar to progress? I don't think I got on any items in here. I need to find a crowbar before I can get any further. Lockers? No. I wonder if the crowbar is somewhere that I've already passed and I simply missed it. Maybe there's another way I can use the bypass tool. I bet I have to go through the area with the gnome. That's what I need to do. There's both the gnome and a soldier over there. Who is that? Oh, they saw me. And now my neck bomb is gonna go off. Ow. Kind of funny how it just like throws your ragdoll around. Ah, now I'm back at the beginning. Okay. I think I do need to get the crowbar from in here. Start with that. So that soldier has a flechette shotgun, which is also interesting. Dr. Sitter's keycard. I think this is maybe what I need to get the crowbar. Can open doors. I forgot about that. How do I get out of here? Oh, open the door, open the door. Oh, they saw me. Now I'm gonna die. Ouch. I do think I need Dr. Sidorus keycard. I don't like how the fail state in this is having it see you at all. Not just like it's dangerous because it's gonna kill you. It's like if it sees you, it will alert. I don't think that's entirely true. I think I only alerted them because the soldier saw me as I was running away from it. I don't know if it chasing me triggered the alarm. shred on past you. Mind me, I'm just, you know, I'm just coming through. I'm just, oh, nope, nope. Okay, that didn't work so well. I don't know if I'm not supposed to use quick saves, because they have these, like, save points here, right? Like, there's nothing stopping me from quick saving as well. They trained that thing? Yeah, it seems like it's on the same side as the soldiers, so I'm wondering if there will be an explanation for that later. Here. I'm gonna save, even though I think I'm not supposed to save. Like, it has save points that I'm supposed to use, checkpoints. Personally, I'm not really a fan of this stealth section. I think this part is a little bit too unforgiving. Where if the gnome sees you, or if the soldier sees you at all, then it triggers a fail state. I don't really like that. Like, let me go get the checkpoint first. I don't really like that the fail state is like so unavoidable. Oh, it's already activated. Okay. And sometimes stealth sections do just need a you failed state, but I think the more ways you can give the player to like prevent that from triggering, or like warn them, give them options, helps.
Have you ever wondered how one tames an end colony? It is no easy feat. Unlike
I know this is from something.
we humans aren't so different from them. The Combine knows this. But to tame the end sprawl, one might shout, tame the queen. Which is
It's not from a book, because he says the Combine knows this, so it is a quote from someone in the story. It's not like reading it from a book.
the queen has her function, as each differentiated end exhibits this.
Unless they're paraphrasing, which could be.
Struggle to cooperate in executing the simplest of tasks. You social animals sacrifice, distribute, and protect as if they were all part of the same emergent intelligence. Best of all, we are the only ones. All of us find the intelligence within.
There we go. This is where we get the crowbar? Locks it. There has to be something more in here. It can't just be an empty room. I went way out of my way to get that key card. I understand. This little plant. Very confused where I'm supposed to go, because keycard didn't have any results. Please don't tell me I have to go back into the stealth area. I really don't want to do that. Yeah, I feel like having a key card and then coming back all the way back here just to have nothing in the room, kind of a slap in the face. I don't know if I'm supposed to use the button or if that's just like an override. Maybe there's another way in. It sounds like something you'd hear in Dead Space. You know, I should play the Dead Space remake. I never finished Dead Space 2, and I do really like that series. There has to be something else in this room. It can't just be an empty room. I'm gonna have to go back into the stealth section, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna go this way. But stuck here. Oh! I don't know where the soldier is. Like, the soldier is such a bigger threat than the... You've got to be kidding me. That's ridiculous. That's totally absurd. Okay. Crowbar. Okay. That at least helps. Gotta hope we don't run into that soldier, because if we do, then the run is over. Okay. Is lucky. Briefcase. Mechanophobia. Uniform equipped. ID masking engaged. Oh, cool.
Attached to this identity, it is disposable.
Not become attached to this identity. It is disposable. That goes hard. That's a good line. So who are these guys, anyways? Like, I'm curious about the lore behind this level. Oh, that's interesting. The Gnome will be probably able to detect that I'm a Combine soldier, but the guys won't. Clearance card missing. I wonder if the guards will realize I'm acting funny. Sure. Access card. Why did someone die here? I hear other Combine voices, so I guess there's a struggle here. The Combine must have been in this part of the facility. Yeah, here's one. Oh, it's the assassin. Malignant unit contained. It sounds like she amputated the soldier. Why would I take out the assassin? Like, I don't understand. Why is she not on my side? Okay. Very confused by what's happening here. The protagonist is spy. Yeah, I mean, like, I know I'm wearing the uniform of these soldiers, but I'm still on the Combine side, so I don't know why I would attack the assassin. Oh, it looks like she's working with the soldiers. Interesting. Oh, they got slow-mo just like Underhell. Underhell, you slow-mo. It's just in the one scene, I guess. How come the neck bomb isn't an issue anymore? Do they not know that I'm the Combine prisoner? Or did the assassin have something to do with that? Very confused about the story. Out of ammo. I have the red key card now, so I can head back up. Now I understand why they said this identity is disposable. I already revealed myself. I wonder what would have happened if I had gone up to the area with the Gonome while I still had the disguise on. Would the Gonome have respected the disguise, or would it have seen through it? Could have tried that. Like, maybe I can get rid of the save button. I should even try like loading an earlier save. Like if I load save. Hey, Vizzies. The dancing dinosaur. Oh, that's from the music. That's what that is. Okay, I'm just gonna go up to back up to the second floor. Here. Do these guys see through me? Here. Oh, the camera still knows. The Gonome is gone. They actually despawned it. Interesting. Red key card. Where did I need that? I remember there's a door that was gated on a red key card. I don't remember where it was. It was over here. Oh, we're descending. This is starting to look more like Aperture, more like Arbite 1, Chapter 3 of Easy 2, or like Portal 1, depending how you look at it. No, I would say this looks especially like Chapter 3, the style with the elevator shaft. Remember Breadman used an elevator that was like canted like this? There he is.
Viability falling below optimal threshold. Brace for termination.
Oh. How did that happen? Confused. What happened to me? Tries tampering detected. Tampering with me? What are you doing here? Oh, this room is so ominous. I love the orange light from the grates, like how just the atmosphere it makes. Wacky door. Look at that door. Log 423 IM. X portal over there. Where am I? What happened? Shock baton. 19 cyborg access required. I remember that from earlier. Could that be a missing texture? That looks like that's supposed to be texture there. I mean, it's not the pink and black checkerboard, but the bright white light seems weird. Oh. I see that this has custom view models. I think I recognize them from the workshop. Zen infestation over here. Like the Zen lights. A race X portal is through there, so we could have pit drones in the area. Ah, ooh, husks. Didn't expect that. The pit drone and a husk working together? Getting more and more confusing. If they tampered with the assassin, which is why she was an enemy, I think that's what they're going for. I think that they were experimenting with the assassin, and that's also how they had like the well, it was a neck bomb. It wasn't like, but I think they were tampering with the assassin. They were also tampering with you, main character. I'm not sure to what end, and I guess the husks are further evidence of that. Oh. There's a problem with sight lines where if you open a door and there's an enemy already looking in your direction with a gun, it's kind of unfair if they just can shoot you and you don't have a chance to react, you know? I don't really understand why the husks and the pit drones are aligned either. Seems like everything in this place is kind of like on the same team. Oh, this Zen water is just water. It doesn't heal you. No good. What is that? What is going on in there? What on earth? Okay. Station 5 keypad. When the water is just water. Where could I find it? Oh, here it is. Something horrible is happening in here, but before I address the man-made horrors beyond our comprehension, I need to...
What I did to them, to your comrades, it brought me no joy. We did what we thought we had to, though I'll be honest, I am not sure if you feel anything at all. Pain, sorrow, loss. I do. It never stops. We didn't restore anyone's humanity, just slaves swapping masters. If anything, we have all become a little less human, and a little more like you. Please, it wasn't always this way. We didn't have time. Failure after failure. Then Dr. Lin showed us another path. Because of him, this became possible. But making abominations, turning our enemies into servants, that was never the intent. I thought we were better than that. I can't keep pretending. All these years of cabin fever have turned us into husks of our former selves.
Husks referenced.
I don't care the way I used to. And that suit of yours is part of the problem, can't you see? Technology getting out of hand, trapping us and whispering doom into our ears.
Doom.
Please, you can trust me. Take this prototype's retina. You'll need it for clearance to get around the facility.
That. Oh.
I did all of this for one thing. To see the outside again. I never meant to hurt anybody.
Subject classified. Dr. Sedaris. Status. Hostile collaborator.
Ew. I wonder if there's an element of choice here. Like, what if I don't? I don't kill Dr. Sedaris. Proceed? Oh, there's a save state. What if I refuse?
You think mercy makes you human?
Yeah. Sure do. Expected that to be a fail state, honestly. No, it let me obey or disobey orders. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, this is way out. I thought this was the same way we came in, but I think it's a different elevator shaft, actually. I don't know if there's any way out of this vent. 50-second ad for a pressure cooker. I'm sorry. Sorry for the ads. Are they not hostile? I think there was like a block line of sight trigger or something there that's preventing them from targeting me. Funny. Join the combine. Ow. Never mind. He's right behind me, isn't he? Ooh. Not a lot of room to maneuver here. Like, what's my plan? I don't have any air 2 balls or any grenades or anything like that. I guess I just have to take it slow and tactical. Ooh, he got me with the flechettes. Wow, I don't have a lot of health, do I? The difficulty I'm on hard mode. I normally play on normal. I play on normal on streams, I should say. I play on hard off streams. Because this is Entropy 02, I didn't even think to change it off of hard. Normally when I'm testing Easy 2, I always play it on hard. I think that's the best for like testing out balance. But then I kind of forgot. It's like, this isn't my level, right? This isn't part of the base game, so it's not necessarily going to be balanced the same way. Not that Entropy 02 isn't balanced like this necessarily, because I think there are a lot of fights where you need to have more than 55 HP when you start the fight. Oh, ooh, I gotta get out of the way of the shots. Ooh. The combination of flechettes and hit scan is kind of difficult to deal with. Ooh, those flechettes. Oh, I could have... Mind. Could have probably ordered him to surrender. I didn't realize that he would still drop his weapons. I guess I need to backtrack to wherever the last time I saw one of those terminals was. Up the stairs. I believe the stairs were that way. No, they weren't. Stairs. Where were the stairs? A bad sense of direction. That's where I came from. I thought this was the way to the stairs. Now it seems to be blockaded. Maybe there's another path I can take. Ah. Well. More health. However, I can manage that. I do like how the layout is changed during this backtracking segment by these like barricades that were put up on purpose. It makes sense. They're trying to prevent me to escape, so they erected barricades to change the layout. It makes sense. It's cool. It makes it more fun. Where are they? Oh, man. Are they invisible? You see that?
Cover me while I reload.
It's a fully invisible person. Ooh, that was a bad checkpoint. Ooh. Okay. I guess I should be quick saving in this mod. Sometimes I need to play more cautious, and sometimes I need to play more aggressive. Oh, wow, we got each other. Was Max Payne for a second with that lunging shotgun kill? Yeah. Why did it seem so much easier this time? They all just stacked up. Ah! Okay. Didn't expect that. Door stuck! Door stuck! So far, so good. This is where the invisible person was before. Oh, we've got husks. And manhacks. Little nitpick. These should be blue manhacks, I think. Uh-oh. Well, I didn't expect that. Walked right into that one. I like this fight scene overall. I know I got frustrated at the beginning because of the lack of autosaves and because it was there's really only one choke point to enter the fight from, so I died a lot initially, and I started with very low HP as well. Oh, that's Dr. Sedaris. I guess because she's still alive.
Thank you for not killing me back there. Maybe you do feel something after all. Head to
Aw.
the containment substrata. I will try to meet you there.
So what happens if you did kill her? What would that route be like? Hero Signal Prologue.
I am monitoring. Your decisions matter less than you believe.
Cool. That was really good. I wish there were credits, because I was curious about like some of the asset use and the voices and such like that. But overall, very well made mod. I like the non-linear level design. It was almost entirely stealth focused, which is kind of very hit or miss, but I think for the most part they did a good job with the stealth. I did have some criticisms, like some of the fail states were too early. Like if the guards see you or the camera sees you, it triggers the bomb right away, but it doesn't blow up right away, so you're just stuck for like 5 seconds waiting for the bomb to go off. I didn't like that so much. I think there are other instances where they did a good job of warning the player. Like if you try to go into a populated area, it's like warning, like probability of survival is low or something like that. But I think overall the stealth was very well implemented. I do have some complaints about the story as well, though. The I actually like the story. I like the plot. I can see what they're going for thematically, and I think it's really cool. It's talking about like basically the conflict makes everyone less human is the theme. So we have a rebel group that's fighting against the Combine, and in order to win that conflict, they do the same thing that the Combine does, and they create the cyborgs. And they feel like the Dr. Sedaris felt like they were doing the same thing that the Combine did. I like that sort of like the cyclical story about the cycle of violence, that sort of thing. I do the problem I have though is I don't think it fits very well. I mean, okay, so I should preface this by saying it doesn't have to fit in with EZ2. It's not a requirement. Not everything needs to neatly fit into a package, and every author has their own vision of what the story is like and how things work. And continuity should not be the top priority. However, I felt like it does become an issue here because there were things that subverted my expectations in ways that took me out of the experience. Like, why were the pit drones on the same side as the husks, for example? I think that there is a reason, and I think that the mod authors know why that is. I just don't think that it was like I don't think that they didn't think of why of that. I think they just didn't include it in the story like narratively. And I think that's a problem when the player expects certain things and then other things happen. You need to narratively explain the differences so that the player isn't confused. Like I was really, really confused about that assassin. The assassin is working with this new rebel group, but why? Like we don't know. I guess it's because she was one of the experiments, so they probably were able to convert her or something like that. But they didn't really. They that needed to be explained before you attack her, not after. That was the problem for me. I'm like, they didn't explain why the assassin wasn't on your side. You'd expect that the main character is on the side of the Combine, and the assassin is also on the side of the Combine. And more than that, I feel like the characterization of the rebels doesn't really work with the way that I see the rebels in EZ2. Like, I definitely feel like the rebels in EZ2 are meant to be the less they have less of a moral high ground than the rebels in Half-Life 2, because Half-Life 2 is supposed to be a story about rising up against oppression and like the citizens liberating themselves. So that's a very like hopeful, optimistic story. So I feel like the EZ2 rebels are a little bit less optimistic than that. They're like the slightly more pragmatic cousins of the Half-Life 2 rebels, but they are still good guys despite that. They're not bad guys, and that's what I'm getting to is that the rebel faction in this mod are evil, right? Like they're doing experiments on people. They have this organized military structure, and they apparently trap people in these labs too. Like Sedaris was saying that she couldn't leave. It just doesn't fit with the alignment and the practices of the rebels in EZ2. So I think that what I would recommend for this mod is to try to separate this faction that we're fighting in Zero Signal from the main faction in EZ2, just because they are very different. Like it seems like the antagonists in Zero Signal are like old Arbite staff that have like come out of stasis or something. So I think you could use that narratively to say like, well, this is not the rebels exactly. This is like this new structure that exists in Arbite where they're trying to start up experiments that maybe they had going on before the 7 Hour War or something like that. I think you could lean into that angle in the lore and make it a lot more interesting, and maybe even have infighting between the Arbite faction that this mod has and the Arbite rebels from you. At first, I thought this was an entirely different faction or something like that, like Arbite leftovers. Exactly, yeah, and I think that would work better for the story they're trying to tell, where it is like sort of like it's very aperture. It's like evil science gone wrong. There's an experiment that got out of hand. They didn't ask if they should. They asked if they could. That sort of thing. I feel like that would fit a new faction, and that would fit especially the Arbite leftovers kind of idea better than having them be rebels. Um, I noticed there's a lot of assets in this where it looks like they're from other mods. That's why I really wanted to see credits, because I don't really like mods just sort of taking things from other mods without properly crediting them. I don't know if that's what happened here. Like it could be that everything that's used is free to use. Maybe it was from like texture sites. Maybe it was all Creative Commons license or MIT license or something like that, where they're allowed to use it, and that's totally fine. And I would encourage it. Actually, I use assets from other games and mods all the time. Like, but it's I without credits, I'm like, where are these things actually from? Neo Tokyo is one of them. Yeah, I noticed. Let's actually look on the ModDB page and see if there's credits. Sorry about the ads on ModDB. Maybe there's like an article that would explain the credits. More evil group of rebels teamed up with Arbite employees to make a new faction. Yeah, that would make sense to me. Maybe okay. Let me try this. Maybe there's like a credits file in the game itself. Me or something. Anything. So I guess the final takeaway is that my three kind of points about this are stealth gameplay is really difficult to do in a way that's fun. And I think that sometimes the fail states are too sudden without enough warning and without enough avoidability. Like when the Gonome and the soldier are next to each other, that sort of thing. It was um too hard to avoid. That should be improved. I think story wise, there were some elements that didn't really make sense. Is there credits in the options? I don't think so. That's a good idea, Meneth. But I don't. Usually the credits would be like a separate option here if they had them. We don't put the credits on the main menu in EZ2 just because we have a post-credit scene, and I didn't really want to mess that up. But you could have a link to the credits here, but I don't think they have one. So my first point is the stealth section should be improved. My second point is just like the readability of the story elements. Like there should be more lore to explain what players see, like the assassin turning on you. I want the player to understand that that's a hostile assassin. And other things like that, where I just think the world building could be more clear. It's not just a like background lore issue, it's a gameplay issue, because sometimes you see an enemy and you don't know who that enemy is friends with or how they're going to react to you or that sort of thing. So I think making more consistent world building and lore, second point. Third point, I really want to see credits just because I'm curious about things like the voices, like who voiced all of those characters, where did the assets come from, uh, all that sort of thing. But overall, I really enjoyed this mod. I think it has a great style. I can't wait to play the rest because this is only the prologue, and I'm really eager to see their take on the Entropy Zero Two universe. So that looks like that took us about an hour and a half. Pretty good. I think I'll transition to Underhell pretty soon here. Husk thing with drones can be explained visually by husks just being shown neutral from a safe distance. Yeah, that's true. Like if you can observe the NPCs through glass, then you can start to see who is friends with who. They actually did that a little to their credit. Like the assassin, we saw the assassin get in an elevator with two soldiers earlier, and I just didn't really clock what that meant. And also, I think like with the Gonome, you can see the Gonome being friends with the soldiers behind glass. So that gives you the impression that all the Zen creatures are being tamed somehow, which I think is the idea. And that's also why the pit drones are on their side, is because everything in that facility is being like controlled or tamed, which is thematically relevant and makes sense. I just don't think they explained it well enough why that is. Um, yeah. I thought I had another point to make, and then I forgot what it was. It was cool to see husks and the flechette shotgun. I didn't really comment on those aspects. Those are things that we developed for Axon Pariah and beyond. They're not. I keep seeing people calling them easy to cut content. I think I've even called them that, which is a little bit misleading. They're not cut content. They are like new content that we're working on that we put into Easy 2 because we're working on it and we have the code, and it just goes into the main branch, right? So those are things that were created for future installments, and they're being used by mods like this one, which is exactly what I wanted. And it's cool to see the flechette shotgun in action. I think the lore of the flechette shotgun in this universe is very different. It's like this is an arbite weapon of some kind. It would have been cool to see a unique model for it, actually, to fit the style of the mod. I think it's just got the blue shotgun model, which was just me when I was programming the flechette shotgun, just like throwing I Blix did the flechette shotgun? Like maybe Blix did the flechette shotgun. I don't remember actually. Whoever it was, me or Blix, I just threw a blue skin on the shotgun and called it a day because I really didn't want to do the art for it. And that blue shotgun is still like in this mod, which is really funny because it really is just a placeholder, or was intended as a placeholder. That's the funny thing about placeholders, is that if it holds the place for long enough, it's not really a placeholder anymore. I always say that about like mod development. It's like you can say something's a placeholder, but don't actually actively go in and replace it later. It will probably just stay there forever. I think I should take a little break, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and then come back with some more Underhell. The displacer pistol is so Gmod coded. It looks like an alternate version of the tool gun. It does look like the tool gun. I like it a lot though. I think the style is great. It's based on the, what was it even called, like Aperture Moon Dust, Moon Base. It was like a, I think it was a controller demo from Valve. I'm really drawing a blank on it, but it was based on that, and then it has the texture work and the extra added details kind of match the Arbite style, like the style of the aperture cores and plates and stuff on the Jump Rebels and that sort of thing. Like it has that sort of like, it's more aperture coated, but it's also more grungy, like more of a Half-Life than a Portal type thing. So it's got that like Half-Life and Portal blend that I really like. Um, yeah, I wish we could have used that model. I wish we could have used that weapon. I think it was something that we made the right call to cut it, but it was very difficult because we all liked it a lot. But I'm gonna take a break for now. It won't be more than 10 minutes just to set up Underhell, and I will be. We're not gonna play a lot of Underhell. I'm gonna say maybe like an hour, just 1 hour of Underhell, and then we'll move on to something else. Or I mean, I'll end stream around 6, somewhere around there. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be right back. So thanks everyone for watching Zero Signal, and stay tuned because I'm gonna come back with Underhell. Be right back. Welcome back, everyone. We'll play a little bit of Underhell. I'm a little bit sad that I wasn't able to complete my Underhell playthrough like when I tried to run through it. Your favorite mod? Yeah, that's right. Do you think I'll be able to finish it on this stream? Because I don't plan to, but would be pretty cool. I feel bad that I didn't finish it when I started my run. I also wish that I would have listened in regards to the house content. I was pretty adamant that I wanted to do the house sort of as it came. Like, I was curious about the house, so I wanted to do all the house content right like after the prologue. But now that I understand a little bit better how Underhell works, I realize the way you're supposed to play it is in short sessions where you go to the house, you do one house objective, and then you leave, you do a little bit of the mission, and then you wrap up, and then when you start again, you go to the house and do a little bit more house content. It's like it's supposed to be interleaved. I didn't understand that. I sort of played all the house stuff at once. It does make me excited for In Sound Mind. I feel like I see signs for Kelco all over. I don't know if is that originally an Underhell thing, or is it just like a Half-Life or Counter-Strike asset? Still a lot left. That's crazy. We've been playing this mod for so long. I was warned that the prologue and chapter 1 are... I was warned that the prologue and chapter 1 are really long, but I didn't expect it to be quite this long. I didn't expect it to be quite as long as it is. Look, it was an Underhell original. Yeah, I like little world building, things like that. Get back into chapter 1. It's not starting over, is it? It kind of sounds like it's starting over chapter 1. Yeah, it is. Wait. We're loading the save. Yeah. We're Friday, October 24. That sounds right. I don't know why it didn't work. Okay, maybe I take it back, everything I said about playing the house interleaving. This looks more like where we were supposed to be.
I'm glad I'm not the one who has to scavenge cipher parts. I hate those things. Always watching you. Always following you around when you don't want them to. But when you do want them to follow you, they keep bumping into walls and getting stuck.
Yeah, this is after his insane rant.
How goes it?
Hey.
You know, I know you see me drinking that power punch a lot, but I'm thinking about switching to that sweet water. You tried it?
All right, Jake.
Well, would you look at that?
What? What have you found?
Oh, just unlocking some files on the network, thanks to my little programs that Jake brought me so nicely.
And
nothing. Well, nothing substantial for the moment, but I did just manage to unlock this folder that has been previously resisting my charms. No one can resist Ben the Unbeatable forever.
well, I'm glad we finally got access. Let me know if you find anything else that can help.
Will do. This should be a lot easier from now on.
I'm still sad about the vent cover in here. Because we didn't get the tool before, we can't get back here, so we can't... the vent guy. I did try watching the Underhell developer stream to see if there's another way in, but it doesn't seem like there is. I do need to remember what the goal is. So I need to get the cipher parts. I think... Is there a map around here? Yeah, there is. Parts. I think it was in the... Oh. Workshop is where we put them. I felt like I knew exactly what I was supposed to do the last time I played. And now it's been so long that I just don't even remember. Oh, that glowing thing is probably a cipher part. Could be useful. I have to remember how to get to the station. I believe the station, not talking about bringing it back to the safe zone, it's talking about bringing it to the workshop, I believe. Not mistaken. Like how, when I'm holding onto this, it holds it like up. Yeah. It's really a shame because I'm going to miss out on a lot of content. Here it is.
Ah, you found the head. There's 2 parts left.
Check the blades in the body. Glowing outlines. I'm not sure where I would find... I like how the decals persisted in the save. I never really think about that. Like, do like blood decals persist when you save your game? I wouldn't have even known the answer because I never check for it. You know what I mean? Yeah, they do. Fake. That's back where we came. That's not the right way. I'm kind of wondering, because I don't remember where the other parts are, or if it told me where they are. I thought it did tell me where they were. Storage rooms? Oh, so it's just any storage room? Oh, helmet. Storage, okay. You are here. Storage there. I want the one over by the morgue. Go straight that way and then very bad with maps. Okay. That helped. I don't remember exactly where the workshop is. I just have a general vibe that it's in this direction. I haven't seen a single zombie yet. It's actually kind of scary. How long after the Black Mesa incident do you think the Combine arrived to Earth? I personally think it's months after, since I don't think the Combine were near the planet when they first took interest, and it probably took some time to get there. They did get there by teleportation. Like, they teleported from their universe through, like, over and around Zen into Earth. So they didn't need to use any kind of space travel. But I used to think it would be like a longer period of time. I think it's just a preference for me, because I think it would be more interesting if there was a longer period of time where the Combine weren't there yet and humans were just dealing with the aftermath of Half-Life, like the Resonance Cascade. I think that could be a cool setting for like a mod or a game. So for that reason, I always kind of
And there's the blades.
imagined... Oh, I need the...
Alright, you need to find the last part now.
Storage room would it... I don't know which ones I've already checked, and also some of them are covered in blood. So my sort of thought process was that the 7-hour war was about a year after the Black Mesa incident, but I think that the fan consensus now is that it was only a few days. Because that was something that Mark Laidlaw said in an email. The funny thing about those Mark Laidlaw emails is that that's not really how, like I think Mark has been very transparent in a lot of those emails, like, that canon is what you make of it. It's not like... I could get into a whole rant about canon. I've thought about doing a video about it. And how canon is a bad idea and doesn't apply to most things. But it's really a matter of interpretation, and his answers shouldn't be taken as a biblical word of God type of statement. But I do think, even though I don't think he intended that to be like the end-all be-all, yes, it had to have been a few days, that does kind of, like, I think that flavored the fan perception of how long it would have been, to the point where, like, other fan projects are probably going to treat it that way, and that makes me think that, well, that's probably how I should, if I'm, like, writing a fan project, at least that's how I should think about it. But if I had to pick a preference, I would say maybe the 7-hour war was, like, a few months up to a year after the Black Mesa incident. I've seen a lot of fans speculating that the Black Mesa incident was actually in December and not May. And maybe we could say, well, maybe the 7-hour war was in January or December, and the Black Mesa incident was in May, and then that kind of lines up with, like, a timeline that would work for me. But I don't know. It's really, you know, it's whatever, it's what you make of it. That's something I really like about the Half-Life games, is that there's so much lore, but it's all in, like, vague world-building details. It's never spelled out for you. It's always, like, up to your imagination to fill in the blanks. And I think it makes the writing a lot more enjoyable that way. But it's in the cafeteria. Okay. Forgot about that piece of lore. Still, I still like it taking longer for them to come, so that by the time the Combine arrive, they're essentially just pulling the final trigger. I think that makes the most sense, too, because I think that people probably, like, established the cities before the Combine came. Like, the cities were, like, the refuges from the Resonance Cascade. You know, like, they would pull people into the cities to protect them from headcrabs and zombies and everything. And then once everyone was already in the cities, then the Combine came, and it was like the Earth was already just, like, waiting for them to take it over. That makes the most sense to me in, like, how the Combine is organized. Like, because when they first arrived, communication must have been pretty difficult between the Combine and representatives of Earth. So, like, the more of that can be, like, pre-established by humans, I think the more sense it makes. Is it wrong that there's no zombies at all? Like, did I break something in the game? Feels really weird that I haven't seen a single zombie yet. Supposed to be like this? It's very eerie. I got so used to the zombies. At this point, it should be like this. Okay. That way.
neck.
Ooh, we made our very own scanner. Cool. There it is.
Aha! You've got the cipher up and running. Nice one, Jake. Alright, he's been programmed to follow the first person he sees to the nearest core access. Okay, I haven't really upgraded his navigation AI, so he will be, bumping into walls and he'll get stuck.
Oh boy.
Pretty much everywhere. Alright, if that happens, you can try to gently push him around, okay? But be patient. He's not really made to fly in confined spaces or anything like that. So just take him to the core access. And whatever you do, do not shoot him, alright? If you break him, you have to find other parts in the storage rooms and build them.
Oh no! If we break him, we have to make another one? That's not good. Disable zombies spawning to make building the scanner more bearable. Yeah, that's fair. Are the zombies gonna attack the scanner now? That's kind of scary. I don't want to have to build another one. Like he's stuck on nothing. Okay. I can already tell this is going to be painful. Oof. 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 You can see a portal storm period taking just a number of days by Combine taking immediate change without allowing Earth forces to reorganize and attack. That's true. The more time that they have, the more organized people would be. But I don't know how organized, like, human civilization can be in the wake of the Resonance Cascade. Like, seems like pretty much everything would be ruined.
The cipher's found the core access. Alright, it's gonna have to wait there until you cycle the transition. Okay, it can't open it from this side.
Go. Write my name on this checklist. Okay. I don't have any ammo for my shotgun. I've been walking around with an unloaded shotgun this entire time. Ridiculous. Oh. No, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I'd break the game if I load that many times. Okay. Oh, the helicopter again. Been through here.
Oh, look at him go.
Where did he go? There he is.
Okay, alright, he's gonna go and share the new target information with his little friends. Alright, he should come right back after he's done. All you need to do is go and stand near the core access that you want the cipher to open, and he should take care of the rest.
Who do I want? West wing. South wing. Oh. Can I open up all of the wings? How big is this place? There's a lot of doors.
Jake, you've already been there, matey, remember? That wing is connected to the northern wing of the first floor. That's where you met Eric.
I don't remember that.
Bastard. So I'm gonna lock the cipher code so it won't try and open that door. Alright, it's for your own safety.
Okay, why'd you give me the option to open all these doors then? Jeez. Oh. Version.
Jake,
Yeah.
it's Terry. Listen, I have no idea how badly damaged the residential area is. I don't even know if this thing has spread out there. Maybe everybody will be doing just fine, living their lives, ignoring what happened down here. The floor was designed to be independent. But whatever happens, when you open those doors, I trust you to be vigilant.
On the other hand, if it did spread there, Jake, there's over 400 people living in this area.
Jake, listen. If this is the case, and you come across any survivors, bring them over here through the south wing core access. Okay? This place is still our safe room for now. You can always come back here if you need supplies or just to rest. Okay? Good luck, mate.
For the detail. Yeah. I appreciate attention to detail. Zachary Tillman, Security, September 3, 2013. I don't know how long we can contain this situation. Received no orders in over 72 hours, and we lost 17 more people today. The thing is spreading. We're doing our best to contain it. Separating everyone into small groups, only communicating via security personnel, and minimizing contact between large groups of people. Not only are we losing people because of the infection, but some of them appear to have gone missing. Maybe they thought they'd have better luck on their own. An interesting takeaway: the Black Mesa incident started in 2001, but it wasn't until 2003 that the Combine invaded Earth. I can't think of anything that would be like evidence for that. However, I do think that's a cool idea. I kind of like the idea of a longer transition period, and I think it kind of makes more sense with where the Combine's at in Half-Life 2. Like, it took them until 5 years before Half-Life 2 to build the Citadel. So it seems like what were they doing in the first 10 years after Half-Life, you know? Oh. Remember how to play this game. Lots of zombies in here. They did say there's potentially 400 people that could be infected. Now, after playing Zero Signal, I feel like I can save on this. Not what that's for. You don't save with those. Oh, a survivor.
Oh, thank God. You're alive. For a second there, I thought you... Are you here to rescue me?
I am.
Should I follow you?
Good.
Because last guy I followed tried to kill me. You...
Let's try to avoid the zombies if we can. Go back to the core access. Zombies. Stress.
Why are you so quiet?
Silent protagonist. Do we have to take him all the way to the south core access? Yes, we do. Okay. A little frustrating, but...
Where are we going?
We're going to the south core access. I kind of like a bit more that the Citadel was violently teleported to Earth, like in early drafts of Half-Life 2. I much prefer that. I always thought that was something really cool about the Combine, the idea that they just dropped the Citadels into the middle of the cities and, like, they were in control, just like that. I kind of think some version of that probably still happened, but the Citadel that we know from Half-Life 2 clearly wasn't dropped in. Now, maybe the core of the Citadel was. Fits the Combine more thematically? Yeah, I would agree. But I can see why having the Citadel in construction is so useful for Half-Life Alyx. Because it's like, it shows you the time period visually. It's like, well, this is earlier because you can see that something that clearly is supposed to be fully constructed is, not. Lead us back. Oh, yeah, here we are. Us in.
Oh, thank God. Thank you for rescuing me. Thank you.
Welcome, Jake.
I like how you can see all the survivors in here. It feels like you're making progress that way, you know? What were they doing for the first 10 years part is what I'm struggling with. I'm trying to have a protagonist who was in his 20s when the 7-Hour War happened, but I can't fathom what they did during that. Like, what did you do? Yeah, I wonder about that too. Like, we don't know, like, for example, in Entropy 0, how long was Bad Cop a Metro Cop? Because I think Breadman might have originally intended for Entropy 0 to be, like, near the start of his career. Like, he wasn't actually a Metro Cop until very close to the events of Entropy 01. Which would explain why he's, like, lower ranking. Not like an elite or anything. But I think we kind of moved away from that because we like to think that he had, like, a career before Entropy 0. I can't really picture what he was doing if he wasn't a Metro Cop. One of the citizens? Like, what would that... Like... I don't know. I save. A dip for now. Ciao, Derek. Thanks, Meneth. It's good to see you. Hope you have a really good rest of your night. It's probably morning, but no, not quite morning, but hope you have a good night.
Man,
Always good to see you.
never been shot before. Hurts like a real bitch.
Going to bed, gonna try to wake up early. Oh, good luck. Hope you can still get some good sleep. And Walker was just bumbling around and picking his nose. Action. I think that the dossier on Aiden in Chapter 0 might say that he joined Civil Protection shortly after War. I don't remember. That's just something I should remember, but I know there's, like, details that are on the monitor. The first time I played Underhell, instead of going through this transit core, every time I went through the one where you built the drone. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't have realized that there was a shortcut either until that's how I got the survivor back. was wondering where I was supposed to go. Where we found the survivor. Items. Card. I'm bleeding. Oh no, I'm surrounded. I'm gonna die. Wow. I don't think I've ever been overpowered quite like that before in Underhell. Wow. That's crazy. Ah, I was close. Right. Boy, I'm panicking. How do you activate night vision? Oh boy, dropped my gun. I haven't used night vision in so long that I forgot how to turn it on, but I kind of need to be able to aim at zombies that are like across the big hallway. Gotta be kidding. I've always felt the horde mechanic was half-baked. You have to be constantly moving and shooting to avoid getting swarmed. Is this a situation where I can just hide, maybe? Yeah, I just need to avoid getting surrounded. Ah! I'm gonna run. I have no idea where I'm going. hard to deal with this. I can hide and no, I can't. Keep running, but I don't know where to like hide. A good like hiding spot. Oh boy. Oh no, I'm dead. Yeah, there's no chance. It's actually quite rough. I'm just gonna try to keep running in the open as much as I can to avoid like confined spaces. Looping around back the way I came, I think. Ah, oh, I'm stuck. This is really tough because I keep like I'm running, but I keep running into like situations where I get cornered. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. There's nowhere to run to. There's so many of them. It's stuck. Oh no. Oh, I can't jump. I can't jump. Okay. Oh no. Jumping should not be a limited resource. I think we backtracked all the way back to the entrance, and now we should be mostly safe. Or not. Oh, we are so not safe. Okay, fine. Oh, you're gotta be kidding me. Crazy. It's actually kind of scary. Guess I can backtrack to get supplies. Standing there. Not the Underhell laptop. Who wins 3 zombies or receptionist desk? Yeah. Who are the zombies? I don't know. Very well. That. Ow. Okay. That wasn't good. I have a chocolate bar. That zombie had plot armor. Dodge, yeah. Zachary Tillman, September 12, 2013. Now we know where the missing people are. It seems they formed a gang and are looting and ransacking the apartments. We asked them to come back peacefully, but they opened fire on us. Who knows how they got their hands on firearms and equipment? We're trying to avoid them for now. Our rations should allow us to survive for another month. We need to keep this place secured and await orders. Oh no, not another horde. I am not gonna make it. No way. He knocked the door open and then fell down. I really like that. Have the high ground. Don't try it. Mirror. Although the third-person player model doesn't have an animation for the gun up when it's too close to the glass. I wouldn't expect it to, but then it just makes the view model not match the reflection. If I stand back here, it does. Hey, spammer returns. You're not a spammer, are you? I hope not.
You got the elevators working. Great job, Jake. Hey everyone, Jake got the elevator's key card. We're ready
Second, Jake, before you move up, make sure you checked everything on this level. We won't be coming back down.
Ooh.
Once you're positive, go ahead.
I'm gonna check everything on this level.
Moving up shortly after you.
I'd get in there. Let me check it out. I'm gonna need that. Spammer returns. I think that's probably enough. Yeah. Can, oh, that's cool. Yeah. Great. That's right, Vizzies. Ow. I'm nervous when they say we have to clear the whole floor because we're going to move up and we're not going back. Like, there's a lot of stuff on this floor because that doesn't just mean this wing, it means all of the wings. That's a lot, and I want to make sure that I have enough supplies so I don't get stuck again. Zachary Tillman, September 13, 2013. We just received the order code red. We've already begun the process now that there are too many survivors to disable. We need to come up with an efficient way to deal with this gang. They're well armed and well organized. It won't be easy. Are those guys? I'm wasting ammo at this point. Ooh, I'm really wasting ammo at this point. I already searched this area, I'm sure of it. There's no way in here, is there? Oh. This is huge. How will I know when I have all the loot searched? Did I just go in a circle? I think I did. Already lost. I'm gonna go back down to the main floor. Advertisement near the pool are advertising a travel agency, which is ironic because the people working here are assigned to multi-year contracts and are stuck underground. Yeah. Well, once the contracts end, they probably get a lot of business that way. Oh. Oh, is that what he meant by going up the floor? Misunderstood that. I thought he meant that they were going to go up one floor on the whole, facility. Save. this? Oh no. Back in the nightmare. Oh, there's the door again. What does this mean?
Finally, something exciting. Exciting isn't always a good thing, trust me. Yeah, well, it's better than guard duty. How many targets are we talking about here? About a dozen. Rika. It's somewhere over here!
Oh no. Oh, I cut off the dialogue. No, I wanted to hear what they were saying. Taco bars in here.
We got movement!
Oh, we're back into the combat section, like gun battles section. Must be the soldiers that are executing the code red. How did we get here? It's like we passed out and now we're here. Oh, this is back at the core access. Is this the same floor? Can't tell. Like different now. Oh, yeah, I guess stuff has been rearranged here. What happened while we were asleep? I guess I just gotta reunite with the others. These airlocks are kind of like the airlocks in okay, there we go. The Aliens VR game had airlocks to hide loading screens that were always, those stood out. I mean, a lot of games have airlocks to just hide loading screens, but those ones in particular stood out to me because it was VR. So it was like, in order to load, you would have to actually manually go over and, like, you know, pull a lever with your arm. And I think that, I don't know, like, so many games have sequences like this, but doing it like manually in VR in that game kind of stuck with me. That was what's it called? Alien Rogue Incursion that I'm talking about. The other similar like transition points, Doom 3 had like an airlock system, BioShock, like Metroid going back. Oh no, that's a lot of guys. That's a lot of them. They're heading towards where my friends are, I think. The south wing. Wait, how do I get into the south wing if the scanners aren't around? The west wing is closed, the south wing is closed, but the east wing, get in through there. Hurry, I'm gonna get into the east wing on the next floor. Oh.
Jake, it's you! You're alive! What happened to you? You just vanished, man!
Good to see your friendly face.
What's going on here?
Hey, Matt, it's Jake! He's alive!
Yeah, I can see that. You just keep on surprising me. You should go and talk to the others. They'll be happy to see you.
So, we're trapped. We've got no way out. I know. Hey, you made it. What happened to you? I knew you'd make it. So, what do you think of our new place? We've got a nice campfire, we managed to bring in enough supplies for a few days, and there's only 3 ways in and 3 ways out. But we barricaded one of them because it was unsafe.
Unsafe? Man, we barely opened the door and gas started leaking.
These are the biological labs. What did you expect?
What I expect? I'd expect you to find a safe room that is not right next to some crazy-ass lab with toxic gas.
You like the toxic gas from the prologue.
Has anyone briefed Jake on the situation?
Yeah, I'll take care of it. Jake, look, you ready for this? All right, there it is. We're fucked. That was it.
Okay.
Now he's briefed.
We've encountered hostile armed personnel on our way to the safe room. I take it you saw the cadavers?
Which means this armed response that is supposed to disable us has already reached this level, and probably the other wings.
But that's not the worst part. They noticed
Good line, yeah.
ciphers, and their response was to change the core access cipher codes. So basically, we're stuck on this wing.
Well, these labs can take us to the south wing, but as you guys know, it's definitely a no-go.
But even if we reach the south wing, then what?
Well, as I was telling Ben earlier, the mainframe servers for this level were located there.
So
if they change the cipher codes, that's where we'll find them.
Hold on. So these motherfuckers changed the codes of the flying soda cans that open the big-ass doors so we can't access the core on the other wings, right?
Right.
And what you're saying is, the code is somewhere in the servers that are located in the south wing that is probably overrun by the soldiers sent here to kill us. And that can right now only be accessed by going through that lab filled with toxic gas.
Right.
Well, that's just fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful.
Wait, Jake has a gas mask.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah, he picked it up in the maintenance area. You still have it, right, Jake?
I should have brought my gas mask. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have it on me.
You should have put on that mask and go in there.
What the fuck, man? How can you decide what I do or I don't do without asking me?
You want to go in the motherfucking labs? No. Shut the fuck up.
But the lab access is under quarantine. And, well...
Well, what?
The only way to actually enter the labs is with a yellow access.
Version ruined. Yeah, maybe next stream I'll bring the gas mask.
Yellow access. I read about that somewhere. It's the
quarantine override card, I know. And where would that key card be?
I don't know. Maybe in the offices.
So what's our first step then?
Alright, let's see. We've got this location secured, so that's good. Our first step is to scout this wing for survivors and supplies. And try to find that special key card to get access to the labs.
Then we go to the south wing, get access to the server to get the new codes, and we should be good.
But there's only one gas mask, and Ben, you're the only one who can access the server.
Well, not the only one.
Jake here managed to upload the psychic guidance system just fine. And
just like that, I was voluntold.
GPS on his own. It seems he knows his way around technology. And I could guide him through on the radio too. Alright, Ben, what do you know about the North Wing? Not much, unfortunately. I haven't been able to dig up anything beyond this level on the network. I don't really know why my access isn't flexible. What do you mean? Well, you remember I told you I managed to plug myself into the main security network earlier? That's how I've been able to get all the info I've gotten so far. But it's strange. I only get bits of data. Like, it's like I don't have full access. It says I have full access, but I don't. It could take a while to try and dig up everything about the North Wing. What do you want to know anyway? Because the only way up on this level is through the North Wing. I want to know what to expect there. Alright, then I'll just keep digging. Alright, Takeo and Eric still haven't returned. They should be bringing the rest of the supplies from the safe room on the first level. They're gonna need someone to open the core access for them when they get there. I'm guessing you had to close the cycle to get in, Jake, so they won't be able to get through.
Man, do you have any idea how annoying it was to run the auto cycle on this thing? I had to turn it on and run like hell, and then roll under the door right before it closed, just so that the access could be open on the other side.
Brian, Jr., since you two can't be separated, apparently, you go ahead to the core access and wait for Takeo and Eric.
Okay, you got it, but there's no way I'm pulling that stunt again. We'll just wait for them at the core access.
Alright, Jake, you go on to the offices of this wing. It's by the core access. Try and see if anyone's still alive over there. And try to locate the key card. Also, be careful. There might be some armed personnel still around. We already tried to talk to them.
Ooh.
Wouldn't talk back.
Can I interact with the hermit now?
Not gonna try any harder.
Excited for that.
How can I help you?
Apparatus from Dr. Cooper's lab. You're in the oxygen labs. This area you can find the hermit.
Hey, Jake.
Oh, this is one of the survivors. Oh, okay, I guess I better talk to crazy conspiracy theory guy first.
Listen, I wasn't the only one working undercover here. I had a few contacts here and there in this place. We were making progress on finding out exactly what was going on down here. One of my colleagues contacted me before all of this started. He said he had some data for me. If I recall correctly, he worked on this floor. That data could be something very important. It might help us figure out a few things. So bring it to me, and I'll get you a nice silence.
That sounds cool. Okay. Like a good deal.
Alright, he said the data will be hidden inside of a book. Some cheesy vampire book, so
easy vampire book.
I open it. Bring me that book.
Vent between the... Oh, like over here? I like how this survivor is chilling here. Now, maybe there were other survivors on that floor that I missed, actually. Hopefully not. Probably were. Our survivors over here. I don't see any vents, but I haven't explored very much yet. The tanks? Oh, right here, right here. Yeah, so what if I just like... There we go. Yeah, okay. We're back in business. I was so sad that we permanently lost the hermit, but apparently not.
Oh, well, hi there. It's been a while, hasn't it? You know, I saw you back there all drunk and dizzy. You know, you should drink with moderation. I don't know how much you had.
Oh, that must have been when I was passed out.
For your own good. I hope you didn't mind me carrying you away from there.
Oh, it was him.
I leave you there lying on the floor in the middle of the corridor now, was I?
Oh, so he brought us back.
Anyway, I'm glad to see that you're better. I still haven't been able to nail that magic trick. I always mix up the numbers. I never know if it's 11 cards or 21, because see, 21 is in blackjack, you know. You need 21 cards.
Yep.
Or is it cards or is it 21
oh, it's points. Points.
Well, I never liked those gambling games anyway. So here's the deal. You bring me 10 more cards, and I'll give you my crossbow. That's right. You heard me right. my favorite and most effective tool for hunting rats. So, you want to take your chance to win my crossbow, huh?
Oh, so we missed whatever he was going to give us before.
Design. Well, not really. I found it. But I improved it a little, and the bolts too. They are special. So yeah, you just bring me those 10 cards, and this beauty is all yours. You know, I heard there's weird things going on this floor. Area 51 kind of stuff. Ever heard of that? You know what? We should call this place Area 52. That'd be pretty funny, right?
I'm starting to get a little tired, so I think I might wrap up pretty soon. If we've got somebody to raid. I wanted to give it another 15 minutes, but I will see. Rest in peace, Wrench. Yeah, no Wrench. I'm a little sad about that. You guys feel about War Thunder? My friend Yui is playing War Thunder. She's a War Thunder streamer. Good raid there, although it's quite a change from a source mod.
You know, when I tell the truth, it's not for the sake of convincing those who don't know it. It's for the sake of defending those that do. This level is okay for me. I don't really go around all that much here. They have their own ventilation cleaning personnel and all that automated equipment and junk. My services are simply not required on this floor. But that doesn't stop me from moving around.
Will be a good stopping point. Yeah.
Make sure
I'll finish talking to everyone and then we'll wrap it. What is? Oh, look at that artifacting. Really weird. I think it has to do with projected textures. Like maybe there's more projected textures active than the maximum. And it's using the wrong shadow map.
Little did I know, my mask had a leak. Not a very big one, but I started smelling stuff I wasn't supposed to be smelling. Then I started to feel all dizzy, so I got out of there as fast as I could. I don't really go to the South Wing all that much since then. Of course, I got a new mask, but still, it's not a very nice place. You know, that crossbow I use is practical, but it's not very easy to arm, and rats are quick. It's never a good idea to crawl around with a loaded crossbow on your back, I know that. I don't want to, like, put a bolt in my butt. That'd be ridiculous, but thing is, as soon as I spot the rats, they start running, and the time it takes to arm the damn thing, the rats are already gone. Well, I still managed to get shot off a few times, but oh well, it's better than running after them with my pipe.
Later. This is a really good stopping point, so I think I will wrap up here.
Oh hey, you must be Jake, right?
Talk first.
I'm glad you made it. Everyone was worried sick about you. And you've been gone for hours. I mean, that's what they said. I wouldn't know. Terry found me and Alan barricaded in a bathroom while they were going through the residential area. I have been stuck with this jerk for so long that I think if they have been like 10 minutes late, well, I'm probably the only one they would have been rescuing.
What do you think about that?
Oh, hi. Name's Lloyd.
Well, that's not.
I'm a chef.
Okay, that's Lloyd.
Well,
it was
not
one of the
really. I'm
personnel.
a ration distributor, but yeah, chef sounds more fancy.
I think we're ready to wrap up.
This place has science laboratories, advanced research facilities, and the entire personnel who works here also lives here.
I love all this background dialogue. I keep saying we're going to wrap up, and then I want to listen to the background dialogue.
Prison in the middle of a city. It's pretty simple, really. Penitentiary facilities get financial support from the government. But I thought prisons are government facilities. You're dreaming, boy. Prisons are just like any other business. They get cheap working labor, and they get tax cuts, and they get paid to run the place. Prisons have been getting private for decades now. There's over 250 correctional facilities that are owned by private companies in the United States alone. And most of them, if not all of them, are running over capacity. That means they get more inmates than they can handle. So anytime the state gets a new prison to send their dregs of society to, they're happy to pay. But I thought this place is supposed to be, like, top secret. How can it be secret if thousands of inmates see it and then get sent back into society? That's the thing. This facility has been built and designed to keep inmates that have been sentenced imprisoned for life. We don't do thieves or rapists here. Only the craziest sons of bitches. Only people that have been sentenced to life and won't be getting out. Wow.
Glad or not a...
Didn't know that. Who do you think does our
That was a little weird.
Up this place? Who do you think works in the maintenance area? Under supervision, of course, but basically this place just found the best way to maintain itself by getting inmates to do all the dirty work without paying them. So yeah, it's a pretty smart move. Modern day slavery. Yeah, but they do need to pay the guards and the people keeping an eye on them. Yeah, but I'm not employed to watch just the inmates, you see. My job is to supervise the general security of this place. All the security teams on every level are divided into squads, and even though the squads sometimes shift between the wings, they never work on another level than the one they're originally assigned to. Only a few individuals are allowed to actually go to multiple levels. I wouldn't be surprised if all the people that worked here weren't even aware that there's a prison down here at all. All they see is a big underground storage thing with many floors, but they never get to actually visit the whole place. They just get to work, go to sleep, and basically live there. Which is why the residential area is a lot more cozy than the rest of this facility. Yeah, it must have been nice before, but it was damn creepy when we passed through on our way here. That's because it's empty and in ruins.
Dialogue goes on for a long time.
I can't even imagine what happened down there. Hundreds of people. Just... Alright, we need to stay focused, mate. You just keep digging those files, see if you find anything useful, alright? Will do, Terry. Thanks for the chat. It helps take the edge off, you know? It's all good, mate.
I do like all the background dialogue. I really like the way this mod is structured, where there's like these hub areas where you can talk to NPCs and you go out in the world to solve objectives. Like, I think that's a lot of fun because it makes it feel like a living, breathing world. I really like. Yeah, I'm very tired. We're gonna raid out. Let me see. We're gonna raid. We're gonna raid my friend Yui Haruki playing War Thunder for your best, and we can enjoy watching some planes and tanks. Always just kind of a chill time. Oh, I need to answer one more question from Boom Donuts. Random question, but what do you think would make the most sense for a person to have as a music player in the Half-Life universe? A Walkman, iPod, or a cheap MP3 player? Definitely a Walkman. I don't know, because Walkman, like what would be most common in the early 2000s? I think it would be a Walkman because that was before like MP3 players. Yeah, that'd be before MP3 players, but it would be probably like the very first MP3 players would be around because we're thinking like somewhere between 2000 and 2004, 2005. Definitely not iPods because I remember those being, maybe I'm misremembering, but I thought those were like later on, like late 2000s. When did wait, the iPod come out? I never owned one. Maybe that's why I don't remember it correctly. The first iPod was released in 2001? No way. See, in my mind, because I never owned an iPod, I was like, oh, that's like fancy. That must have been like later 2000s, you know? But like, no, it was the first iPod was 2001. So that is, I think that's the level of what kind of player they would probably have is like a first generation free player. Guys, Ricotics, welcome. We're actually just wrapping up. iPod being released in 2001 was a shock to me too. Yeah, like now I really want to see like a timeline of like different MP3 players or tape players or cassettes. Like when did different things come out? Because I think my own memory of growing up during that time period is kind of like warped a little because I never really owned a music player. I don't know why I didn't. I think I had like a DVD, like I think I had a cassette tape player when I was really young, and then like a DVD player, or like a music CD reader after that. I think my dad had a iPod, maybe some other like early MP3 player type thing. I remember that. That's probably why I remember it being in the later 2000s. Anyways, big tangent, but it is, I do really like world building, things like that. Like if you are making a mod set in the Half-Life universe, it's fun to think about like when did everything freeze for them? You know, like we're 20 years on, 25 years on ish, 20 to 25 years on from when that would have happened. So it's kind of like you get to look back in time and see like how did we live back then? A little bit nostalgic for me. Yeah, the Walkman I think would be perfectly fitting for that. Anyways, we're gonna wrap up stream. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you liked Zero Signal. I hope you also enjoyed Underhell. I'll be back with more Underhell and more mods coming up in the future, so stay tuned. For now, give Yui Haruki your best. Do a raid Yui Haruki. Bye everyone. Bye bye.